Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introducing our group. As from Group 4, we'll share the result of our discussion about membrane transport regarding phagocytosis and endocytosis with a case study of tetanus in horse. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Anggieta Ratuyustiarany, and my friends.
I'm Pratiwi Ahimsa.
My name is Aqilah Tijani.
My name is Naira Fayyaza.
Okay, the outline of the topic, the first page is about transport membrane, and the second one is about endocytosis. The third one and fourth is phagocytosis and the study case about the tetanus in horse.
First of all, there's introduction for transport membrane. Transport membrane is a highly selective filter process that protects the nutrients and remove waste product from the cell. It used for maintains homeostasis, play an important role in cell-to-cell communication, detects chemical messenger arriving at the cell surface.
And then types of transport membrane. Transport membrane classified into two types. Number one is passive transport, and then active transport. And passive transport is movement of molecules across a semi-permeable membrane down a concentration gradient from an area of higher to lower concentration and no energy required. But in active transport is need energy required.
Next is simple diffusion. Transport across a membrane without the assistance of membrane proteins occurs with small neutral molecules, example oxygen, and continues until equilibrium is achieved.
Facilitate diffusion. Transport large and polar molecule. Transport proteins are involved in the movement of molecule. For example, channel and carrier proteins. Carrier proteins first move large uncharged molecule, for example, glucose. Second, protein change shape to allow molecules for transport. Third, act like a gate or door. And the last,
Fourth is also called as permease or transporter. Direction of transport. First is uniport, is movement of a single molecule in one direction. Example, all channel proteins. Second one is symport, is a movement of two molecules in the same direction. Natrium or glucose symportan. The third is antiport, movement of two molecules opposite direction. Example, Na or calcium pump.
The next one is active transport or ion pumping. The movement of molecules against the concentration gradient and then from low to high concentration. It follows energy in the form of ATP. It requires a transport protein pump. ATP induces a conformational change into the transporter pump to allow specific molecules to enter or exit cell against concentration gradient.
The next is endocytosis and phagocytosis. Endocytosis is the process of entry of large molecules that cannot yet enter the cell by diffusion. It must be by active transport. Phagocytosis is a swallowing process followed by cellular digestion of foreign materials that enter the body with the intention of disrupting the body's homeostatic system.
phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is played by macrophage because the phagocytosis ability is much stronger than other phagocytic cells. Immediately after ingesting the foreign material, the macrophage membrane closes. The particles are moved into the cytoplasm of the cell and phagocytic vacuoles are formed.
And when case study about tetanus in horse, in case the horse with history of suffering, unable to eat, drink, and hesitant to walk, was examined on February 26 and 2002. 2020.
Okay, next is the symptoms of the tetanus. Tetanus is an initial symptoms begin the stiffness, restlessness, and breathing excessive cramps when there is a little stimulation external, like a voice, touch, light, and others. Okay, next I want to tell about the pathophylogies from tetanus, of course. The first one is Clostridium tetani of the virus of the tetanus is spores invade damage human tissue, or in this case is will damage the host tissue. And then Clostridium tetani transform into a vegetative bacterium and produce tetanus toxin, or as we know as TT. Next, external transfer of TT to the spinal cord and the brainstem. And then the TT binds receptors and blocks neurotransmission on membrane protein involved in neurooxytosis. Next, modulation of excitatory impulse from the motor cortex, anterior horn cell, and automatic neurons is damaged and being the tetanus. Okay. The next explanation, the tetanus, the Clostridium tetani bacteria enter the body through step 1 and cause infection. Next, tetanus bacteria, which are anaerobic bacteria, multiply rapidly to produce toxin like tetanus toxin, cause the classic sign of tetanus. Tetanus toxin attacks the nerves that control the muscle of the body, worsening behavior and muscle spontaneous, which cause difficulty moving, the eyelids, through the eyes, and so on. Okay, the tetanus discussion from our group. Currently, tetanus plasmin toxin is taken up from the site of production into terminals of lower motor neurons and transferred axonally to the spinal cord or the brainstem. Here, the toxin moves synaptically into the inhibitory nerve terminals, where our vesicular release of inhibitory neurotransmitters become with blocks, leading to a inhibition of lower motor neurons. Muscle rigidity and spasms ensue, often manifesting as trismus or lockjaw, like a dysphagia, opitotonus, or rigidity and spasm of respiratory, laryngeal, and abdominal muscles, which may cause respiratory failure and death. Okay, this is the literature that we use to make this PowerPoint.
So that's all the presentation from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.